2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind." This last Sunday we began a brand new series as we're entering into the Christmas season called Fearless. And if you've ever really had a chance to look at the first Christmas story, it is surrounded by fear. Sometimes when God asks us to do something, there's a lot of fear that's involved. Sometimes when Jesus asks you and I to do something, there's usually an element of anxiety or worry or fear as God is asking us to do something out of our comfort zone. Fear is real. You know, it's kind of fun when you think about this. In the Bible, the word fear not or do not be afraid or some derivative of that is found over 365 times a day. And I shared this last week. There is a fear not or do not be afraid for every day of the year. Think about that. For God to tell you and I, do not be afraid. This first 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 is one that means a lot to me. And how many times over my life have I sat there and even talked to myself? If you even notice me on Sunday, sometimes I'll be, right before I get up to preach, I'll put my hand on my shoulder and I'll just say, God, you've not given Frank a spirit of fear, but of power. When you look at the Christmas story, Mary, Joseph, Zachariah, Elizabeth, the shepherds, they were all told at some point, do not be afraid. And for you and I, God, I think, speaks into our lives every day as He asks us to do something. He says, do not be afraid. And P.S., I've given you my Holy Spirit inside of you to give you power to do something. This next Sunday, we're going to be really jumping into this series. We're going to be jumping into Mary, and we're going to look at Mary. What an amazing young lady who was so fearful about what God was asking her to do. But when you look at her, she was a woman that the Holy Spirit was upon her. She had power. She was loving, and she was sensible in how she just did what God asked her to do. So we're going to have a good time this next Sunday. Hey, by the way, on Saturday is our all-church Christmas party, and I hope that you can come be a part of it. It's a 1920s theme. We're going to have a great time just kicking off this brand new Christmas season this next Saturday. Please be there. And on Sunday, we're going to be looking at the life of Mary. And can I encourage you, memorize this verse, 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given you a spirit of fear. God has not given you a spirit to run away. God has given you a spirit of power. He's given you a spirit of love. And He's given you a spirit of a sound mind. If you would just take that verse and stir it into you, that would bless you greatly. And I pray it does, as it blesses me all this time. So God bless you, Woodbridge. We'll see you on Sunday. Maybe even see you on Saturday night. Take care.